Hello. Oh, am I on there? Oh, the dogs are gonna bark. Dadgummit. Am I even on the right output? Nope. Hello, hello. I don't think that's for me. How is everyone doing? Yes, Nightbot has been... I don't think Nightbot works when the video is not running. Let me see. I'm running a little bit like lower energy than normal. I'm just... There's the dogs. I didn't have the best night I've ever had, so I'm just gonna take it slow. Ov with the best info, and Ov has incredible stitch markers. I think I have plastic ones. Hi Snarkies, I don't have any supplies, but I'm so excited for this. It takes me a while to learn most type stuff, so I'll be watching the stitching pattern and then hopefully catching up. Yep. So what I'm hoping is these will go slow enough. And also I've listed the types of stitches you need to know how to do this, because the collar that we're doing today, it's top down. It's a top down sweater. So the collar we're doing today is a combination of chains and then slip stitches. And I'm going to show you on the craft side, on my craft screen, how to do it. Oh, I'm invisible. What's happening? I have my lights on. Hold on. Ugh. Oh, we've got a little bit of a shadow there because I took my light away. I'm using, well, let's just get to the graph stream. Look at this. We've got my light set up, hopefully, that we can see everything, and it focuses. So I'll be here in the corner drinking my smoothie as we will do this nonsense, but I'm just going to say hello to everyone in the chat first. I keep breaking my plastic ones. Sometimes plastic dries out and they break. Cool. Yeah, if you wanna just hang out, cool. If this isn't your cup of tea, that's cool too. I think there's other people going live tonight. I do owe Ov pictures of Caspian. This seems to be gelatinizing for some reason. Ugh. Okay. So let me get my crochet hooks and I'll walk you through this. And also the description, the person that I saw like the body part of the tutorial on, I've linked her in the description. And if you like that video, give her a follow. She is a smaller following. And I'm not trying to plagiarize her deal. The collar that I'm doing is different, and then the body is different. A little bit, but I want to give credit where credit's due. Let me take this one out. Okay, craft. All right. To find, depending on the size of yarn, you can use this type of yarn. Focus. You can use, I'm going to be using this type of yarn so that it's hopefully easier to see. And I like a tighter stitch. So you would want to use a smaller than recommended needle. For bigger yarn like this, it just depends. So what size is this? This is a 3. It's a 3mm. It probably needs something bigger, like a... This is 4.25. I don't know what it needs. We're not making it in the green one. I'm just, if you have bigger thread, and we'll go over the slip knot too. I like a tighter, oh my God. So this one's almost too small, but that's going to give you a tighter chain, okay? So 4.25 on this big one. Oh, I need to turn the top light on. Sorry, hold on. Is that better? This is a dark thread, that's why we're not using it, but it's a thicker one so y'all could see. So that, we're not using this one because it's too dark, but you can use any size. You're just going to base your needle off of how tight you want the stitch to be. And so I'm going to be using a small needle for this one because it shows up better on camera. You can also, this is the Karen one I was talking about that comes in this huge ball. And while this one recommends a 6.5 dealing my bobber, a 6.5 size needle, you can see how tiny that is. And so I would use like a 2.5 or a 3 instead. And those are all millimeter size needles. Oops. So don't go based off of what it says on the package, basically. This is turning into a bad craft stream. All right. So for my dark blue one, I've been using a 2.5. This is a 2. This yarn is a little bit smaller than my blue one, so we're going to try a 2 first and see how that goes. And if it's too small, then we're going to go to the 2.5 for this one. So we're going to try it out, see what happens. I like pulling from the center if I like pulling from the center. If you don't like pulling from the center, you can find the outside cord. I caked these up myself, so we can just pull from the center for the stream. What are the watch hours you have to get? I think you have to get 3,000, and you have to have 3 uploads, and you have to get to 500 subs. All right. Let me put these back in their holder. DC, can you craft a big blanket with a really thick yarn? Yep. Yep, there's I think it's they sell it at Michael's, or it's really big and you can knit yourself basically, or you can get a really big knitting needle. I mean a crochet needle, like a 15 millimeter or a 30 millimeter, and then you can do it yourself. So let me show you this. I am basing my collars off of my sweatshirt. I'm basing my sweaters I make off of the sweatshirts that I like to wear. So when we finally get to the point where we need to start measuring to see if we've made enough of a collar, I would just recommend finding a sweatshirt you like or a shirt that you like with a collar, okay? This is going to make more sense when we get to that point, and we're probably not going to finish the collar today. We're going to start out with the 2 millimeter. And this is very thin. Like, sorry, I'm trying to do this. So if you can see, it's smaller than this hook itself, but it's not a thick. This is probably more of a DK weight. You don't need to know the types of weights to be able to crochet at all. You need to do a slip, like a slip knot, or so I shouldn't have done a craft stream. Take your needle, go around, and I hold it here with both the strands. I twist my hook and I pull it through the loop, and then I pull. And that's how I get a slip knot, so that it can tension. So you can either pull it tight or leave it loose. And I'm going to try to keep my hands up here so y'all can see it. Okay. So I'm going to chain. So here's my knot. If you can see it, there's a little hole right there that the needle fits into. And then you're going to, there's tutorials online, so I'm not going to go super deep into it, but you just pull it through the knot. And then that's 2. So I did 20, okay? Because the type of collars that I do on mine, they fold over to mimic the cushiness of a sweatshirt collar. And so you would want to you get some shrinkage when you start doing the slip stitch. So I've done 20. When you look at your sweatshirt and you fold it over, you're going to lose some. So that's about right. But since I know I'm going to get some shrinkage when I start doing the slip stitch, I'm just going to add 4 more just in case. It's not a pattern from Etsy, Erin. Or my pattern's not from Etsy. And the part that I'm teaching right now is something I made up myself, and I've linked the body part on YouTube. I wouldn't share someone's paid pattern. So I'm at 24, and I'm going to do chain 1. So chain 1 basically when I'm turning it. And this is up to you. We don't go into this one. We would go into this one. when we start doing the chain. Some people like the look of when you go in the back loop. It's harder to see. It's this little bump right here. We're not going to do that because we'll still be able to get the right look because it's going to be completed in the round. So what you're going to do is you've chained one, which makes it 25, and you're going to go into the 24th one, which is right one. You're picking up one of these. You're going to pull through this, and then you're going to pull through this. That's a slip stitch. And the way we're doing this, it's going to make it look like a ribbed stitch when we're done. So we're going to go in the next one. Oh, let me zoom in. This one. Okay. And it's not going to look good until you get a few rows in, but you know the next one you're supposed to go into is this one right here. Right here. You pull again. So if you see, they look like V's. These look like V's going like this. You're always going into the top V for the slip stitch. If you are new to crocheting, you'd want to count, because when you're doing this type of slip stitch ribbing, you can miss stitches on the end and you can start making your ribbing get smaller by accident. We're getting some separation of the stitches, so that's not the worst thing in the world. I'm using a much too small hook because I like the tight look. And if you're going faster than me, oh. Okay, sorry, Aaron. Sorry, Lolly Age. I'm sorry. I keep apologizing. I'm sorry. I don't want to make anyone feel bad in the chat. I'm super sorry, Aaron. Can you please forgive me? I'm so sorry. I'm not reading very quickly today, and I know I keep making an excuse about my reading comprehension. I had a bad night, and I'm sorry if I hurt anyone's feelings. I'm really sorry. Sorry. So you're just pulling it through like that. And we're going slow on this first one. I'm not trying to be super tight, but because I am definitely not using the right size, I'm using too small of a needle for this, a hook for this. It's just going to take a slower bit for the first time, but you're going to get more of a ribbing that looks like a knitted ribbing, in my opinion. So I'm always going in that top loop. If the V is always facing you, the sideways V, you're always going in the top loop. So you're only grabbing one deal every time. And so as you wear this, or as you're, even though this is tight, it's going to relax over time. But when you wash it, there's going to be some general loosening up of it as it goes, as you wear it. And so because we are using the smaller needle, it's going to be a prettier, in my opinion, crochet pattern that looks more like knitwear that you'd buy at the store. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, Erin. Thank you, Lolly H. Thank you, Karina. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, Erin. Seriously. So when I'm just grabbing like this, I'm obviously not just letting this loose to push in and pull. I go like this. I wrap it around my pinky, and then I keep my tension with my finger like this. I've tried other ways, and I can't do anything else because I'm still new at this, so that's what I do. So I go pinky, wrap around, and I keep the tension like that. So we did 24, and the 25th one is the chain one when we turn it. So just to double check that we've got this right, and there we go. Just in case, I'm just leaving this here so we can count it. That's the chain, so it doesn't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Do not worry about this little guy, okay? We've done 24. The 25th chain was for the chain and turn, basically. So here's what we're going to do. We're putting our hook back on. We're going to chain. Some people turn and chain one. Some people chain one and turn, meaning this would be a chain one. So some people turn their work and chain one. Oh God. To keep it at like a tighter edge. And then some people chain one and turn. I don't know that the right thing to do. I do this. I chain one and I turn. So this is the back side. This looks confusing. Don't worry about it, okay? Because obviously this side looks like rib. Like it looks like V's. So we've chained one. which is this guy right here. So we're going to go into this one. And we're just we're going into one stitch again. We're not going into two, because you're going to start to create that ribbed look by only going in the single, like normally in crochet you'd go in 2 stitches. Like not 2 stitches, but you go in both sides like this. We're not doing that. We're only going right here in this one and this one. So you're going to pull it through 1. You're going to pull it through 2. Okay? And I may have messed up. Hold on. It's so small. I don't think I did. Oh, God. My Oma held patterns in her head and was knitting until days before she died at 99. Okay, we're gonna keep trying. I'm gonna try to move this over here. The way my camera's set up, I'm a little bit tight for space. One of the problems you may run into with using a small needle is because this genuinely is too small for this type of thread or yarn. But once you can get the first few rows started, it's going to be easier. It really is. Sorry, I keep lifting it up too high. Focus. Sometimes I loosen them up by going like that and then going in the back. I'm only going through 1. So you pull it through that and you pull it through that. So you pull it through, and then you pull it through. So you probably could have gotten away with doing like a 2.5 for this DK sized yarn or whatever. I don't even know if I'm saying that the right way, but it's more of like a sport weight. It's not sock sized. You could probably make socks with it, but it's small. It's not a big yarn. All right. I'm just trying to see where the V is, so I'm just pulling it out a little bit because I was a little bit tight. Okay. And we're just going to pull it. And we're going to pull it. the first few rows are hard. So if you can get through this one. I know I'm going as slow as hell. But your tension's pretty good already, and loosening it up is fine because the rest of the rows will start getting a lot easier. Is it cotton? Wool makes me itchy. Wool makes me itchy too. This one is acrylic and nylon. This big one, this is soft as hell. And it doesn't make me itchy even though there's like these little hairies on it. It's so soft. This is not, I don't think this is wool. I'm pretty sure it's not. I like baby, or like alpaca. Trying to get it to focus, sorry. I'm just trying to make sure I'm getting through these. I know it seems like I'm going slow, though literally the first 2 rows are like awful to get through. See, that tension was a little bit messed up on this one. That's okay. It's not going to ruin anything. But you see how much, like, you see that we're losing, like, we had this length. It does have some shrinkage, so give yourself a few more stitches on your chain if you're making your collar. See, these are a little messy right there. That's okay. You see we lost tension on this one a little bit. That's fine. It's going to start to come together as we start to make more.
I'm not sure I understand.
Siri, I wasn't talking to you. I did them tight, so I'm just kind of poking it and pulling it to give me some room to come in from the back side. We had an issue with that one. So these obviously, like when you untwist them, you see that they are like, there's different threads. To make your stuff, I guess, look more professional, you want to make sure that you're not losing like grasp of those in a stitch. So if you leave one behind, it's going to look messy. So if you see that you've done that, you pull it out and you fix this other stuff. Let me see if I can make this brighter for y'all. Ouch. Is that it? Is that it? Is that? I'm trying. I'm doing my best. Is that better? No. I'm trying. So I've already gone in this one. I'm trying to go in this one next. And sometimes when you start getting it to the right tension, you can just pull through both at the same time. That is why they tell you to use a specific size hook for a specific size thread, because ideally when you're pulling it through, you can pull through multiple very easily, and you know that that's kind of your right size. But because I'm forcing this to be smaller, it's just more difficult. Okay, so now we're going to count. We're going to focus. Is my camera going to focus? 1, 2, 3. Dang it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 21, 22, 23, 24. So we've got 24 stitches. So we haven't lost any. So we've gone all the way to the actual end. And we've been going this way. So we're going to chain. We're going to turn one. And we're going to turn. So because this is your chain, you're going to go into this one. And I think it's going to be easier to do this row, I think. I hope it's going to be easier. Welcome to my craft stream. I'm going to try to loosen it a smidgen. I think I don't know if I did this right. Oh, be in focus, DC. We lost on. There we go. And this is all based on your collar size, the length. Oh, God. The length that you want. I'm going to take a chat break. Hello. I'm sorry if this is not fun for everybody. Oh my gosh, that's awesome, Lynn. I think I need to is this better? I think I messed this up. One second. Let me see if I messed something up. It's different doing this by yourself and then trying to do it on a stream for sure. I think I messed up the first row telling y'all stuff that I messed up on. That's okay. It's okay. We'll just try again. I'm not going to take it out. I'm just going to readjust this. So I don't know what I'm doing. Oh. I just got my Law Nerd tumbler today. Oh my gosh, Lynn. Don't make me come over there and play kazoo at you. Kazoos for everyone. Oh, it's too high. Okay. Are we going to focus? Let me try to do it on manual focus. Okay. Let me try automatic exposure. I want to do not automatic focus. And I want to make sure that I can do close. There. There we go. Kind of. Yep. Kind of. I know, I'm like, oh God. Maybe I can look at the screen and do this. So, like, if you can suffer through the whatever I'm doing for your collar, which is why it takes a long time, and then you can... It's not focusing. Okay. Is it on? I like how Emily D. Baker says facts, not fuckery. And then sometimes on the MLM side of me doing stuff, sometimes it's only fuckery. Because it's like, oh my God, it's just so twisty here. Something's... You can feel when you're doing it wrong, because if it's not pulling through easily, meaning that pulled through easily. That pulled through easily. If it doesn't, it's caught on a string and it's going to look bad. So don't keep pulling, undo it. Sort of going through the V again. That pulled through easily. That pulled through mostly easily. And you can double check, because if it's sliding, you're good. I love playing life on hard mode. Oh. We're losing some of our tension. Hopefully we'll figure it out. Nope. Sorry, my hand's in the way. There we go. Pull, pull. We're going through 1. 1. Go. It's not focusing. We've lost some tension. It's my fault. See, and we've got an issue here because we lost one of the strings. It doesn't mean the string's gone forever. It just means that you unhooked it somewhere in the process. So if you're a new crocheter and you're trying to do this, maybe use a bigger string and use a bigger hook. It'll be a lot easier. I keep covering the camera. God dang it. Hold on. You know what? It would be the best if I just did this. Okay. There we go. And we're not focused anymore. So we have 2 stitches left. No, we're not focusing anymore? What are you doing? Okay, right there. Okay, we got it. We've got 1. I wish this wasn't so difficult. The reason I pulled my hook out and I was trying to grab one of the threads I had lost. Okay, this is our last stitch. Uh-oh, you okay? Allergies? Champy's got allergies. Hello, if you're... Welcome. We're just... we're crafting, and I'm not a professional crafter, so if you're... we're making a collar for a sweater, but we're making a slip stitch rib that we're going to fold over. Well, we're going to connect it. Then we're going to fold it over. Then we are going to single crochet at the bottom. Then we're going to start the sweater part. Okay, we've lost a thread. Okay. So let's count because we're still at the beginning. 22, 23, 24. We've still got 24. I don't know how it happened, but we're still here. So we're going to chain 1, then we're going to turn. I'm frustrated. It's okay. Let me move this back and see if I can fix it a little bit. I'm moving everything. Let me see if this will work. Oh, we're sagging. Here? 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 Can you hear me now? Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. All right. We just took some of the stuff out. Okay, so we're going to slip stitch. We're going to chain 1. We're going to chain 1 on camera. Okay. we're going to turn. And I lost. There we go. All right. I probably should have like lo-fi beats on or something. Oh, you love this. Oh, see, and we got a mistake right here. It's okay. The only reason I'm using this thread is because it's easier to see on camera. Oh boy. I screwed that one up big time. Not good, not good, not good. Not good. Oh, this is exhausting. Just kidding. I'm just trying to figure my life out. Use. Oh, I'm mirrored now. So hopefully this will be better. Oh God. Oh God. Use max resolution. I don't know. Should I zoom out? I don't know. Oh my god. One of our chickens has been laying eggs in Corinthian's playhouse, and she thinks it's the most awesome thing ever that her chicken leaves her an egg every day. That's so awesome. I'd be excited if that happened to me. I don't even have a playhouse. I know there's probably going to be professional, like, or good, oh God, crocheters, like, cringing at what I'm doing. Oh God. That's okay. It's not perfect. And hopefully there's a method to my madness. I'm scared to put on like music because everyone has different tastes in music, and I don't want to run people away from the stream. But no, it's crispy right here. All right. I think. So I just chained one. I'm pretty sure there's 25 there. It's looking rather lumpy right now. Oh, we're gonna count just to be good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. If I wasn't committed to like filming this already, I probably would be taking it out. and making it a little bit longer, but I think that'll be okay for the collar. I think it'll be okay for the collar. I found the candy. Some part of my brain must have been smart. I was in the bag with the uneaten candy. Just trying to loosen it up a little bit. I'm humming Lumpy, Lumpy, Lumpy to the Phantom of the Opera in my head. Because some of this is uneven. That's okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's not. So I'll remove this back. Is this better? Yes. Pardon me. Oh, why am I doing that? Sorry. I was about to do a half double crochet and I was like, no. Okay. This one doesn't count because that's a chain. So we go. Oh, I've only got 23. I missed one. God dang it. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, just a miscount. It's a miscount. I'm good. God dang it. Oh, and it's ripped. Oh my God. Shit. Sorry. It's fine. Mess ups. Everyone makes mess ups. Everyone makes mess ups. I know this part looks lumpy because the thread broke. So I'm basically trying to get to the other side as fast as possible so I can secure it by doing a regular stitch on top of it. You okay? You just readjusting? Your back hurt? Okay. Feel better, Sam. I'm gonna rewatch the live when I don't have a toothache. Okay. Hope your tooth feels better. And seriously, if like crafting is not y'all's thing, it's not ever like a big deal just to skip stuff that doesn't. That isn't interesting, you know? I know y'all know that. I'm trying to figure out where my place on the internet is. And I like streaming a lot. And I try to produce different content so that if there's people who like one type of content, they can watch that. And if someone else doesn't like that content, there will be a new video out. But I don't really know what to do. And partly I like live streaming because I don't get caught up in focusing on all the wrong things that happen in a stream or whatever. If I was recording it, I know I put out a video on Brittany Dawn that we did like as a live stream for members only, and then I posted the edited video. But it's still like that's Champy. See how it's starting to look like a rib? Almost. Just a tight one. A tight rib. There was like sometimes I like have a good day. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm on the internet. It's a relatively easy hobby to do because you're just streaming. And obviously, I comment on other people's decisions in life, and so I expect the same thing. It is interesting when someone's commenting on stuff that you don't already like about yourself. Like focusing on, I know that you know that person. I think that's an electrician. Hold on. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Sorry, the electrician's for my mom. But anyways, I think I was saying like, normally I don't end up blocking like comments and stuff or blocking people when they comment, but I did block this person, and now I feel bad about it. Because I could work through, like, wow, I really don't like that I can't unthink about things when I see them. Like, but I've always been like that. I wouldn't call it, I don't know if it's hyper focusing on them. I cannot unsee it when I see it, and then I cannot enjoy, like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I ended up blocking them. And I was like, you comment about how people make decisions on the internet, and you cannot handle one person saying, like, hey, like your content, but you sure do, you know, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, yeah, you're right. I don't think it's like the best thing to like pad your jab with a nice thing, because I was like, you know, you can enjoy my content, I guess, if you ever want to watch it again by not commenting. We're not getting to comment because you're blocked. But like this stuff with it not being perfect and not like, I'm not even not doing it on screen. Like, I want to make sure like it's good for y'all, but I can't stop, you know, that one stream that we ended up turning like to private, or I actually ended up unlisting it so a member could watch, a non-member could watch it. But like, once I start being upset with how something isn't going right, then I can't recover. I mean, it's hard to recover. So like, when y'all hear me trying to talk myself through it, it's not that I'm trying to not spiral into stuff, I guess. Because I want it to be like, I want this to be fun for everybody. And I know y'all already like each other in the chat. But I want it to be like good for y'all too. Like, I don't want it to be just like, oh, we like DC, so, you know, I want to make it good for y'all too, I guess. Okay. See how that kind of looks like a rib? So when it's going to be a collar, you're going to see these. When we start to, it's so tight, it's hard to see that it's a rib, but it's an actual rib. Hi, Bree. I'm just going to take a drink real quick. I think I may have missed a stitch. It'll look wonky, like you're not getting your stitches right. Like this, you see how it looks like it's getting tighter. It's just the way it's curving. If you block it, it should be fine. Except we don't have enough stitches right now. So what happened? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Oh my God. We messed up somewhere on this row. You gotta redo it. Okay. We need a chain. We knew the row before had 24. And that's why you count. Chain 1. 1, 2, 3. God dang it. 4, 5, 6. Dang it. God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, God. I lost count. Okay. The more you have to take this thread out, the more it starts to separate, which is frustrating, but if you're using a bigger thread, it should be fine. And you can get the same kind of quality with bigger yarn as well. It's just, this is easier to see. Oh, that guy's gonna have to put... We have an electrician here and he's gonna have to cut the power. God dang it. We'll just go until we get the power cut on us. Okay, we'll count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 21, 22. No! No! Didn't we have 24? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I must have lost some somewhere. I'm not taking it out again. I'm just going to add 2, okay? I'm sorry. I'm cheating. 23. 24. Turn. Oh, I'm so bummed. We've been counting every row, haven't we? Dang it. Now I don't want to cheat. Here. What do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 16, 17, 18. We'll just put some more in these. We'll put one in each. Okay, let's try it. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ouch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 16, 17. Okay, we're back. I don't know what happened, but I just added 2 to each stitch, so we're back. So this one doesn't count, right? 1. I'm gonna take a drink. Hubby, who's an electrician, says that there are in rare situations, electricity stuff can be repaired without cutting power, but cutting power is better and safer. Asked him because I've cut power. Comment. Thank you, Natalie. Feel like I'm gonna cry. This is just a craft. It's not the end of the world if you make mistakes. You're not harming anyone by making mistakes in this situation. Crafting is fun. These are where I added the stitches, so let me just look at it close real quick. crafting is fun. Okay. I'm going to go back to when I had 24. Which I think happened right here. Okay. I wish I wasn't like this. I wish I wasn't like this. I wish I wasn't like this. Sorry, guys. One. Okay. One. Two. And I know I'm not trying to work out my mental problems on a live stream. I'm just having, I have a therapist. It's just, I don't know how to it's just me. I'm pulling it off screen so I can get it through the V because my eyesight isn't doing very good right now. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 done so far. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Maybe close to 24. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Rhiannon. Okay. Trying just to get back on track with this row. I just want to make sure we have the 24 stitches. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3. We're still missing a stitch, but one stitch is better than two stitches. So we've got 24 now. We're going to chain one. I added a stitch at the end. Okay. And again, if you're trying to follow this, or if anyone ends up doing this, you can get a bigger needle to make it easier. You could work with different yarn. Again, I had this yarn available that was bright, and it probably would have been better if I did it with a 2.5 instead of a 2. So you can pivot in your own craft. My therapist would tell me crying is a sign that you are strong because only a strong person isn't afraid of showing their emotions openly. Oh, therapists are great. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21. 22. 23. 24. Okay. So this would probably be the front side. This would probably be the front side. So when we end up getting it long enough and we attach it in the round and then we bring it down, this would be the collar start. I think I've been crafting for a little bit. What time is it? Almost 2 hours. That is the Everyone Makes Mistakes song in case anyone needs it. I'm doing a single crochet rib instead of a slip stitch. Perfect. Yeah, it's another great way to change it up. That's awesome. So, if this was longer, like much longer, what I do or what I've done is you take something that fits you in a comfortable way. And you make sure it's this length. It's obviously you'd run it around and make sure that it's the same kind of length of your sweatshirt or whatever that fits you. Obviously, I have a long way to go. And so I'll probably do another craft stream where I work on the rib again or this again, but I'll work in between now and then. And then next week, I think that should give everyone enough time to do the collar, hopefully. But for like the non-practice stream or like the next week's stream, we will seam the collar, meaning we'll join it with our hook. And then the cool part is you join it. Basically, you connect it together. And then you have a little bit of a bump, but that's going to be on the inside. And so when your string is down here from connecting both sides in the round, you then fold it and you start using that same thread to connect these together. And then you start working in the round. And it's really cool. Except you'd go like this because this is the correct side. So 2 hours of work later, we have 3 rows. I'll do another row. Mm-hmm. I don't know how to get this one in easier. but this one's always kind of hard. And again, I'm using a very small hook with too big of a thread for the hook. So that's why partly I'm going slow, and also the slip stitch is doing a slip rib instead of a single crochet rib. It's going to take a lot longer. I just love the look of it. I love how tight the stitches are. I like how much it looks like knitting. I love this kind of look. So this is the wonky side, and this is the better side. I'm having a nice time just sitting around crafting together. Oh, cool. I'm glad everyone's having fun. Cool. It's like a crafting circle, but we all live in different places. I was going to hold off on doing this stream until tomorrow because I had a bad night last night. It was a combination of sometimes after you do a stream on MLM stuff, for me, sometimes like the emotions hit you later. And I guess content warning. Eating related disordered stuff. Right now I'm having trouble with food, so I'm meeting with a registered dietitian. But anyways, I feel like I've gotten I feel like a eating issue with binging a long time ago when I was younger. And that happened last night after the stream. And so I reached out. I told my mom this morning what happened. And she gave me a hug. And I think partially I was hungry and partially I was trying to make myself feel better with food. And I didn't want to wallow in kind of the shame of what I did. So I still wanted to do the stream. And I had a bad pain night last night, but it was just, I was just disappointed in myself. And I still wanted to, I guess, show up and do something productive and even show up in kind of a broken place that I'm in with my health. And then what happened last night. It's like I didn't want to continue hiding when I'm ashamed of myself and only showing up when I feel good, I guess. So Let's count. I don't think I did it right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yes. I love that. Thanks for being here. I appreciate y'all still even wanting to like be on the chats even when like they don't go well, or when I snap and or I don't read something the right way and I take something the right way. I'm sorry. Oops, I think hi Raro. I know you've been here. I'm sorry. Thank y'all for the love. And also, yes, for getting the correct stitch. A stitch count. A small victory. I'm going to do one more row. And then I need to go take my medicine. Hopefully this works. Okay. We've chained one, correct? Yes. It's a little tight. I can already tell. Lord. And did we grab all of them? Great, great, great. That's one. Okay, this is 2. I think I need to add more like types of streams where like it's just crafting or just gaming and not listening to multi-level marketing stuff. I'm still going to do those, but I just think I need to pad some of my content with like brain break content. Like Dreamlight Valley or Tears of the Kingdom or painting. Did you get in there? No. Sorry, it's hard to see. Oh, this is so slow. Just one of the reasons I like this and I'm willing to do like take the time to do the slip stitch rib is because I just like how it looks. And this is super tight, so it doesn't have a bunch of stretch, but when you do it looser, there's like, it stretches like really well. Like you have some give. I'm just doing this tight as hell, so. British summer is so muggy. It's really hot and humid here in Texas where I live. I wish I lived in a place where it rained more. I think that's why I like my rainy background so much. I'm trying to be loose, but it's just not working. Ah! The Karen latte cakes are really soft. And they're very inexpensive. I think it's $12. You could probably make a whole sweater for 24 or 36 bucks. And it comes in a huge 250-gram cake. And you can get stripy colors or neutral colors, or I honestly think this is sock yarn. I have no idea. Should you be able to see clearly from like a foot downwards? Like, should it be crispy enough that you should be able to like see it, or like I have to hold it way close? Because that's not normal, right? I don't know. Now I'm doing what Jessie Lee Ward does on the internet, but I would just go to an optometrist. I feel like I need like readers. I can't see. Just trying to finish it. Sorry, hold on. God. Is this 24? We will see. I know I took this all off camera, but I couldn't. I live in Hawaii, so it's humidity tested. Oh, cool. Let's see. 1. Is this 1? The crowd goes wild. Look, I gotta go take my medicine. Thank you for hanging out on this craft stream. I hope you like it. I'm gonna go see an optometrist. I'm not gonna do the Oh, hello. I'm sorry if you're just joining. I'm gonna do a stream maybe tonight. This is all we got done in 2 hours. Oh my god. So this technically is the wrong side. This is the right side. Even though it's supposed to be. But you see how there's a little bit of a pull? Technically, when you do this looser, it gives an elastic kind of pull. But I didn't do it looser. But you see that? That's the ribbing. Now, only 18 more inches to go. So, yes, take your medicine if you need to. Grab a drink. Thanks for joining me. I will have like a catch-up stream, like Let's Just Craft, and then next weekend we will have the attaching the collar and starting in the round for the yoke of the top. So I will see y'all next time. Goodbye.